Chapter 1A Outlook, the iSightCornwall newsletter, Spring-Summer 2026. My name is Daniel and I'm a volunteer at iSightCornwall. Inside this issue, we bring you news of a new lottery, some recent highlights from the charity, and an overview of how the new Meta AI glasses work. We start with an introduction from Chief Executive Carol Theobald. September sees us celebrating a truly remarkable milestone, iSightCornwall's 170th birthday. Writing that still makes me pause. It certainly puts my own 10 years with the charity into perspective, and I'm very much looking forward to welcoming many of you to help us mark the occasion at our AGM in September. There will be cake. Of course there will. While planning a birthday of this size is joyful, the past few months have also required some careful and difficult decision-making. Like many charities, we've had less income coming in than usual, largely because legacy gifts, which typically make up around half of our annual income, have been lower this year. We also narrowly missed out on a couple of major grants that would have made a significant difference. As a result, we've had to tighten our purse strings, and sadly this has meant a reduction in our staff team. Saying goodbye to colleagues is never easy, and these decisions have been taken with heavy hearts and a clear focus on protecting our core services for the future. There is some good news too. We're delighted to welcome Emma Crawford to our NHS-funded low vision team, helping us continue to deliver this vital service. We're also looking ahead positively and exploring new ways to support our work, including the launch of a lottery. More on that later in the newsletter. Thank you, as always, for being part of our iSightCornwall community. Your support really does mean the world. Carol Theobald, Chief Executive. Chapter 1B. Welcome to the team. Emma Crawford. We're delighted to welcome Emma Crawford to the team as our new low vision practitioner. Emma has been working closely with our head of sight loss services, Tara Butler, for several months now, and is running a number of our low vision clinics. Emma brings a wealth of experience to the role, having previously been an optical consultant and dispensing optician at Boots Opticians branches across Cornwall. Kate Claridge. We're delighted to welcome Kate Claridge to our Board of Trustees. Kate may already be familiar to some of you from a long-standing role as a consultant ophthalmologist at Royal Cornwall Hospital, where she worked for over 20 years before retiring from clinical practice last year. With more than 30 years' experience as an NHS consultant, Kate is now keen to use her expertise in voluntary roles, where she can make a real and meaningful difference. Alongside joining us as a trustee, she has also volunteered internationally as a consultant ophthalmologist working with Myanmar refugees, and as an overseas exam assessor for the Royal College of Ophthalmologists. Kate has been co-opted onto the board, and members will have the opportunity to vote on her appointment at the AGM. Chapter 2A. Latest News. Film Awards. We are thrilled that our short film, Because I Cannot See, was awarded highly commended in the Brand Film Awards 2026 in the category of Best Use of a Small Budget. Not only that, but it has also been shortlisted in the Best Use of Content category in the Chartered Institute of Public Relations (CIPR) Excellence Awards, against some pretty heavyweight competition. The Brand Film Awards celebrate the best storytelling in film, while the CIPR Awards are the leading awards in the PR and communications industry. So it's a fantastic recognition for the team at DCAPR who created this moving and uplifting film. We're so proud to have worked with them on this project. The film was created to showcase the work that we do at iSightCornwall, but told by the people we support. So our biggest thanks go to our wonderful clients who kindly shared their own personal experience of sight loss with us. We couldn't have made the film without them. Chapter 2B. Civic Awards for 2 iSightCornwall volunteers. We're incredibly proud that two of our volunteers, Jenny Salmon and Chris Kemp, were honoured with civic awards for dedication and service to the city of Truro at a ceremony in March. The awards, hosted by Truro Civic Society, recognise volunteers from the Truro area who make a difference to the community through their thoughtfulness and commitment. Jenny began volunteering for iSightCornwall in 2002 and has contributed in many roles including driver, fundraiser, walking buddy and club organiser, where her commitment has been vital to the success of the Par Dance Club. She's done all of this alongside supporting the Cornwall Talking newspaper, where she's been volunteering for 43 years. Chris has recently celebrated 10 years of volunteering for iSightCornwall, where he too has played a vital role in the success of our clubs, including bug shooting and bliss singers. Chris is also a volunteer driver and even stepped up to help out in our assistive technology service for a short while. Both Jenny and Chris regularly go above and beyond to make a lasting difference in the community and truly deserve this recognition. Chapter 2C. New lottery launched. We're always looking for new ways to raise money for the charity, so we're very excited to announce that we've launched an iSightCornwall lottery. We've signed up to the nationwide giving lottery, which means that each week there is a jackpot of £25,000 to be won, alongside smaller prizes of £2,000, £250 and £25. Tickets cost £1 each, with 40p of each ticket coming directly to iSightCornwall. Players can sign up to play every month or choose one-off payment options of either 1, 3, 6 or 12 months. You can purchase more than one ticket for each draw. Players on a monthly subscription will pay £5 per ticket per month. For months with only 4 lottery draws, you will receive an additional entry into that month's super draw. Each ticket consists of 6 numbers between 0 and 9. Once you've chosen your number, it remains the same for as long as you continue to play. The draw takes place every Saturday night, when a 6-digit number will be picked. If your ticket matches all 6 numbers, you'll win the jackpot. If 3 or more consecutive numbers match, you'll win one of the smaller prizes. If you would like to support iSightCornwall, whilst having the chance to win £25,000, you can sign up online at www.givinglottery.org.uk/support/ the letter I, the word sight, the word Cornwall. Alternatively, you can call 03000 160 150 to register. Taking part in a lottery is a form of gambling and needs to be played responsibly. Players who wish to restrict their gambling can sign up to the Giving Lottery self-exclusion facility. Chapter 2D. Blind Gamer makes headlines. Our very own blind gamer, Dominic Hall, who went viral last year for playing video games on TikTok, has recently hosted a successful fundraising livestream for the charity and has made headlines again. Dom went live on 2 different streaming platforms for 2 hours to show how he plays the popular fighting game Mortal Kombat without any sight. He even wore a blindfold, like his character in the game, to prove to any doubters that he could not see the screen. Coverage of the event was picked up by BBC Spotlight, BBC Radio Cornwall, RNIB Connect Radio and Hits Radio Cornwall. During the stream, he had people from across the globe asking questions about the challenges of sight loss, how things could be made more accessible, and more personal questions about his own journey with sight loss. Dom grew up with very little sight. When he was just 3 years old, he was diagnosed with a brain tumour in the central nerve cluster at the front of his brain. It completely destroyed the optic nerve in his right eye and left him with only 10% vision in his left eye. He learned to play video games by adapting his setup and sitting very close to the screen. But in 2022, Dom lost the remaining sight in his left eye, leaving him with no usable vision. Despite this, Dom has been able to continue with his hobby thanks to accessibility features on a number of popular games that use audio cues to help him navigate. Dom used his recent live stream to showcase these features and spread awareness about the importance of accessibility in video games, whilst at the same time raising money for iSightCornwall. Dom said, "I've been involved with iSightCornwall for many years, first as a volunteer and then as a member of staff, and it fills me with pride every time someone leaves an appointment being able to do something they thought impossible after they lost their sight. It's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about continuing to play video games and showcasing how I do it. Firstly, to inspire other blind or partially sighted people to give it a go, but also to highlight to video games developers and fans how important accessibility features are." This wasn't Dom's first live stream for charity, but it was the first time he'd been live on 2 different streaming platforms at once, and that was thanks to a team of Dockyard Dynamos from Babcock International Group. The Plymouth-based team chose iSightCornwall as their charity partner for an annual project management challenge that they take part in. Their task was to plan and deliver a project from start to finish, and we set them the challenge of helping us to make the stream look more professional, boost audience numbers, and increase engagement. With their support, the stream raised over £480 and attracted thousands of viewers from all over the world, including the UK, USA, Canada, and the Netherlands. Thanks to this success, the team has been shortlisted as one of just 4 finalists for the Project Management Challenge Awards in the South Wales and West of England region. Chapter 3A, Fundraising News. Huxter and Davy Opticians' A-team of opticians are undertaking a 10,000 kilometre challenge to help raise vital funds for people living with sight loss in Cornwall and Devon. The team at Huxter and Davy Opticians, who have branches in Padstow, Looe, Torpoint and Kingsbridge, have challenged themselves to run, walk and cycle the incredible distance to represent the 10,000 people registered with sight loss across the 2 counties. The staff will be doing activities in their own free time to count towards the challenge, and collectively they must complete 27.4 kilometres every day to stay on track to reach the target by the end of 2026. After just 4 months, the team had already raised a fantastic £1,000 and are on track to reach the 10,000 kilometre milestone. Cornish Christmas Giving Catalogue. We were delighted to be invited by the Diocese of Truro to be one of the 20 Cornish charities featured in their Cornish Christmas Giving Catalogue 2025. Thanks to the generosity of their supporters, we received over £300 in donations. Lads Pantomime. Once again, the brilliant Lewanick Amateur Dramatic Society, Lads, raised money for Bugs Shooting Club and Bugle Blues Bowling Club, with their annual pantomime donating £312.50 to each club. Hospital Saturday Fund. We're very grateful to the Hospital Saturday Fund for their generous grant of £4,000, which was presented to our Chief Executive Carol Theobald at a special charity reception held at the University of Plymouth in March. The Hospital Saturday Fund was founded in 1873 and supports charities that offer medical or health services, including support with sight loss. iSightCornwall was one of 25 charities that were invited to the charity reception, where the Hospital Saturday Fund's patron opera singer Leslie Garrett presented Carol with the cheque. Chapter 3B. Thanks to our supporters. Carnan Downs Women's Institute, Cornwall Community Foundation, Cornwall Health Services Retirement Fellowship, Diocese of Truro, Falmouth Women's Institute, Gwenap Ladies Guild, Gilly Girls Women's Institute, Huxter and Davy Opticians, Imaris Bowls Club, Leek Seed Methodist Church, Lowanic Amateur Dramatic Society, Mabe Ladies Keep Fit Group, Mabe Women's Institute, McFarlane's Charitable Trust, Launceston Probus Club, PCC of Mornan, Praise and Bible Women's Institute, Sheffield and District Women's Institute, St Austell Town Council, the Hospital Saturday Fund, W.O. Street Charitable Foundation. Chapter 4. Assistive Technology. AI Glasses. In the last edition of Outlook, we talked about accessible apps that you can download to your smartphone. Since then, we've had lots of enquiries about AI glasses and how they work. So here's an overview from our Head of Technology, Dominic Hall. What are AI glasses? AI glasses are wearable glasses with built-in artificial intelligence, AI, to help blind and partially sighted people navigate their surroundings. The glasses have 2 cameras built in on either side of the frame, so you can use them to describe your surroundings, read text, and identify objects all in real time, as well as making hands-free calls and messages from your phone. The glasses come in different makes and styles, such as sunglasses, clear glass, and a limited number of prescription glasses. The Ray-Ban and Oakley glasses both use Meta AI, which we can demonstrate at the Sight Centre. How do they work? The glasses are connected to an app that is downloaded onto a smartphone or other compatible phone, such as the Blindshell Classic 3. The Meta AI app, or whichever alternative you are using, is free to download. The first time you use the glasses, you need to pair them with the app. But after that, you can use them just by wearing them, as long as you are in range of the phone. The glasses come with a case that has an internal power supply, meaning that you can charge your glasses whilst they are in the case. If you keep your glasses in standby mode, you can turn them on just by opening the arms. To activate the glasses, you can either use a voice command such as Hey Meta, or you can tap and hold a touchpad on the arm until you hear an audible beep. The glasses have speakers and a microphone built into the arms, so you can ask questions and have the answers played back to you without needing to wear headphones. Even though the sound is really clear to the person wearing the glasses, it can't generally be heard by other people nearby. So, for example, you could say, Hey Meta, describe what's in front of me, and you would hear a detailed description of the scene in front of you. You can then ask follow-up questions to get further information. You can also use the Hey Meta command to read text that's in front of you, or ask it to call or message someone from the contacts in your phone. Depending on the type of smartphone you have, you can also use the glasses to connect to a route finding app, which will help you navigate your surroundings. If you have a subscription to Spotify Premium or Amazon Music, you can ask the glasses to play songs whilst you're wearing them. You can also use them to ask general questions in the same way you would if you have a smart speaker at home. The Meta AI glasses are compatible with the Be My Eyes app, so you can connect with a sighted volunteer if you need help with a task and don't want to use AI. For all of these features, you do need to have a good phone signal with mobile data or Wi-Fi connection. How much do they cost? The glasses can vary in price depending on the make and style you go for, but a typical price range is between £350 and £450. They are available to buy online directly from the supplier, or you can buy from stores such as John Lewis or Vision Express. Vision Express offer a free 100-day returns guarantee on all their purchases, and they have stores across Cornwall. Try before you buy. If you would like a demonstration of the Meta AI glasses, you can book a free one-to-one appointment with our assistive technology team to see if they're right for you. If you decide to go ahead and purchase a pair from one of the retailers, you can then book a follow-up appointment with us to get the app set up on your phone if needed. Call us on 01872 261110 for more information. Chapter 5a. Around the clubs. As always, the clubs treated their members to some wonderful Christmas parties at the end of last year. Thank you to all of the volunteers who make these celebrations possible and so enjoyable. Here's a quick reminder of when and where the clubs meet. If you would like more information, please get in touch with us on 01872 261110. Affiliated clubs. Bliss Singers. The Bliss, Blind in Song Singers, meet in Short Lane Zen Village Hall on Tuesday afternoons, once a fortnight, from 2 to 4 p.m. Bugle Blues Bowling Club. The bowlers meet every Thursday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in Goonbarrow Bowling Club. Bugs Shooting Club. Bugs, Blind Using Guided Sights, Shooting Club meets every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the St Austell Rifle Club. Dance Club Par. The members of Par Dance Club meet monthly on a Monday afternoon between 2 to 4 p.m. at Par Methodist Church. Dance Club Townsend. Townsend Dance Club meets fortnightly on Thursday afternoons in Townsend Village Hall. They meet from 2 to 4:30 p.m. in the summer months and 2 to 4 p.m. in winter. Guitar Club. Members of the club meet on Friday afternoons in Falmouth. Launceston Lunch Club. The club meets on the first and third Tuesday of every month for lunch in different venues across the Launceston area. Saltash Baps. The Saltash Baps, Blind and Partially Sighted Club, meets on Tuesday afternoons in Ashtor Rock, once a fortnight, from 1:45 to 3:45 p.m. Chapter 5b. Non-affiliated clubs. Able Bowling. Able Bowling Club meets fortnightly in Short Lane Zen Village Hall on Monday afternoons from 2 to 4:30 p.m. Blind at Sea. Bats. Bats is a sailing club for people with sight loss, which is based at Myla Yacht Club. They also offer fishing trips and gig rowing. Bude Visually Impaired Support Group. This group meets at Elements Restaurant in Bude on the first Wednesday of the month. Cabs. Cabs Shooting Club meets every Wednesday afternoon at the Rifle Club in Helston. Newquay Talking Book Club. This new Talking Book Club meets in Newquay Library once a month. Books are ordered through the RNIB's Talking Book service. Sailability. Sailability is an accessible sailing school based in Myla for anyone with a sensory, physical or learning disability. Truro Rifle Club. The club meets every Wednesday afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m. at the City of Truro Rifle Club near Malpas. Chapter 5c. Inter-Club Competition. An exciting new inter-club competition was launched in April between the members of Bugs and Cabs shooting clubs. The inaugural competition took place at the newly refurbished range at St Austell Rifle and Pistol Club, where Bugs are based. The competition was devised to accommodate the different number of shooters on each team, to give everyone a chance to experience a competition environment. A lunch of pasties marked the halfway stage, along with a visit from Trevor Guy from Blind Veterans. The competition continued after lunch, and with the scores close, it was left to the final shooter from Cabs to determine who would win. The final scores were Bugs 554 and 570 for Cabs, so Cabs went home with the new trophy. Both teams are looking forward to the return match, which will be held at the Cabs Range in Helston. Chapter 6. Events Diary 2026. On the 16th of June, we will be in St Austell Library between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. On the 16th of July, we will be in Shire House, Bodmin, between 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. On the 18th of August, we will be in Truro Methodist Church between 11 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Our AGM will be held on the 17th of September in St Erme Community Centre between 10:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Outlook is also available as large print 16-point colour magazine, large print 22-point plain text, audio USB stick, audio CD, online audio via our website www.cornwall.org.uk.